Assalamu alaikum. So, if you remember from last time, we stopped at the mad letters, and from now on, inshallah, we're going to go through the rest of the letters from the book that's in front of you. This book is the explanation or sharh of Muqaddimatul Jazariyya, which is the poem written by Al-Jazari, which is relied upon throughout the world as the authentic source and relied upon source of knowledge for the topic of tajweed. Okay, everyone studies this book, studies this poem. Sheikh Ibn Suwaid has written a sharh of this, and we're going to use this as a material to go through letters. Okay, so as we remember, if you remember from last time, we mentioned that the lengthening letters, right? I'm looking at here now. Okay, where my mouse is. The lengthening letters are from the jawf, as it says here. That's because they have not got pressure of the voice on the organs. For example, look, in each mad letter, look, tongue is in rest position with alif. Okay, and with alif, there's never any pressure on any part of the organs. Okay, it's always from the jawf anyway. And alif, as a letter itself, is only a mad letter, and has not got a letter that is not a mad letter. It's just only alif is only a mad letter. Okay. In contrast to ya and waw, okay, the middle of the tongue rises with ya. That's for both mad letter and non-mad letter. However, for mad letters, if you remember from last time, that mad letters have no pressure on the tongue. Okay, emitted with the least pressure of voice, right? There's no pressure on the tongue from the mad letter ya. And there's no pressure on the back of the tongue when it rises for waw and when it's circling lips. For example, look. Oo, oo, and e, e. Okay, that's in contrast to the non-lengthening waw and ya, which are ascribed to their articulation points, i.e., the articulation of the middle of the tongue and the lips, because the pressure of the voice on them is more than the lengthening letters. Okay, so because the focus of the articulation on what? On the mad letters is the end space. That is the focus of pressure. And the focus of pressure on the non-lengthening letters what? Is the organ. Okay. For example, for non-lengthening waw and ya, it's going to be look w, 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 wa, we, woo, wa. The difference there as well is what? That for waw, the lips, the circle of the lips is smaller, so that the pressure is more on the lips. Okay, look, if I do the mad letter waw first, look, ooh, ooh, ooh. Then I change to the non-lengthening waw. Look, ooh, ooh, ooh. You see how my lips changed? The circle became smaller so that the air pressure was focused on the lips. Ya is the same. Ya, okay, middle tongue goes up. And it goes up a little bit more to focus the pressure on the tongue. Look. E, 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 yeah, okay? Very good. So, that's the difference between mad letters of waw and ya and lengthening letters of waw and ya, okay? Okay, that was a good reminder and a good start to the opening of the section in Imam al-Jazari's poem on the letters. So, as you can see here as well, Imam al-Jazri has his poem here. It starts right there. للجوف ألف وأختها وي حروف مد للهواء تنتهي. He's just saying that for the jawf, for articulation of the empty space, there's alif and its two sisters. It's waw and ya. And those are the letters of mad, and they end on a, meaning that they end not with any other pressure or for any other place in the mouth or any other articulation, but they end only on a, like this. Look, not no, they end on a. Okay, that's an important point. Okay, now we'll go through the throat letters in the next video, inshallah.